Given the pace at which the world and humanity are evolving, it's critical for you to innovate, regardless of the industry that you may be in. And innovation grows from the seed of an idea. But how do you encourage employees to share those ideas, to plant those seeds? Well, I've got some perspective for you right now. Been in a type of stimulating environment that just inspired ideas, one after the other? Have you ever been a part of a culture or worked with an individual that just empowered you to bring the best of your ideas and your thoughts to light? What was it about that culture or about those individuals or that culture that inspired that? Well, in this video, you're going to learn what it means to really share an idea, as well as 4 lessons that I've gleaned from working with Fortune 500 companies going through major change and innovation journeys. So what does it mean to share an idea? Well, an idea is thought energy that you're speaking aloud, that you're bringing to light. And so it means that you're taking your thoughts and you're actually expressing them to another individual or out to a team or an organization. And that often takes a bit of courage, because who knows what might happen to that thought energy once you birth it into the world. Will it get made fun of? Will it get ignored? Will no one want to do anything with it? Or will it nurture something great? Will it nurture a conversation? Will it help move the business forward? Will it help spawn the idea of someone else that's ultimately going to help the business moving forward? So many unknowns exist when you're sharing your ideas. And again, there can take a lot of courage in order to express those ideas. So in order to encourage others to share those ideas, it's important that you're creating the type of environment that helps to reduce the amount of courage that's necessary. Creating an environment that's welcoming, that's inspiring of ideas coming from other individuals. So now let's dive into the 4 lessons that I've learned in nurturing organizations and leaders to help employees share their ideas. The first lesson is to nurture trust, which will in turn inspire authenticity across the organization. You know, one of my favorite definitions of trust is the exchange of value. An idea, or that thought energy that's expressed aloud, is valuable. It's value to that individual. And what you're giving in exchange is listening and understanding and an acknowledgement of that idea. So make sure that you're nurturing trust within your environment, within the culture, such that individuals feel once that idea is birthed outside of themselves, it's actually going to be welcomed. That value that they're giving is actually going to be exchanged for the value of you listening, of you striving to understand, and of you at a minimum acknowledging the idea has been presented. The second lesson is to take responsibility in creating the type of environment where ideas can be born. You know, I don't know about you, but so often when I'm driving, I get so many ideas because it's like my mind is focused on one thing, and then I have the freedom to actually ideate. So it's almost like my subconscious takes control of the driving, and then all these ideas just start going. So how can you create that type of environment within the workplace? Whether that be maybe going to an offsite, whether that be actually doing the studies and understanding the bright colors, all the things that are actually going to inspire that thought energy, or doing activities, not necessarily like driving, but something like that, so that folks can actually have that energy to create those ideas, to nurture those ideas. And I know that's not something that you can create every single day in every single meeting, but at least give thought to, on some type of a frequent basis, creating and nurturing that environment where ideas can be inspired and spawn forward. By the way, if you're getting an idea that you like this content, then please subscribe. I do videos like this all the time, striving to add value to you. So make sure you click subscribe below so you'll get notified anytime a new video drops. All right, let's get back into it. The third lesson is to be very intentional on creating a safe space for idea sharing. Actually create the space where you want to work with the team to ideate, whether that be maybe at the end of a one-on-one agenda, whether that be at the end of team meetings. Actually be very intentional to create some space You know what? We're going to talk about innovation. We're going to talk about go around the room if any of you have had any ideas to move the business forward, to make work more efficient, to help us work more effectively. Set that space. And that way, your teammates, your employees can begin anticipating, ooh, we're about to have idea sharing. Maybe every Friday it happens. So I'm going to come prepared with 5 or 6 of my best ideas. So strive to create that safe space for ideas to get shared. And employees know this is a time for idea sharing. So this is my time to shine. The fourth and perhaps most important lesson is to acknowledge and celebrate the ideas that are presented. Remember, this is about nurturing trust in order for employees to be encouraged to share their ideas. And it's that exchange of value. So when the ideas are shared and they're acknowledged and celebrated, that's a great exchange of value. And it's going to incentivize employees to want to share more of their ideas. So whether the idea is something that you want to grab hold on to, whether the idea is something that helps to move the business forward, acknowledge the fact that it's being presented. Acknowledge the fact that the juices are flowing and that employee or individual is allowing their thought energy to flow. Acknowledge and celebrate that. That's the behavior that you want to see. And they can't all be wins, right? They're not always going to be a win, but you want that to be a part of the culture, a part of the behavior. Employees feeling empowered and encouraged to share their thought energy. So if you dug that, I've got something else for you. And as we think about encouraging employees to share ideas, it's around that same vein of engaging, inspiring, and influencing, notably those going through big change and disruption. I want to share with you a short snippet of a keynote message that I delivered to an organization going through tremendous change and disruption, both externally in the market as well as internal to the organization. And this specifically is a part of the message where I'm talking about how to lead and inspire others to grow through change and maybe a big innovation journey. And it's yours today for free. All you gotta do is click on the link below. I wanna make sure that you have the research, the data, and the insights to fuel your growth through even your greatest change challenges. I'm Cassandra Worthy, and until we meet again, keep growing and keep rocking.